So look, what's the wildest shit you have ever seen inside the strip club? The wildest. You know what I'm saying? You give your answer and I give my answer, G. The wildest shit you've ever seen inside the strip club. For all the years of us going to the joint, G. Think about start laughing and shit.
The wildest shit I've ever seen in the strip.
Wildest shit, bro.
I mean, aside from, I really seen a shorty giving a nigga head in the strip, like in the VIP. I said, oh, what's going on? Let me buck this UE real fast. I'm
Turn
like,
around real quick,
like,
yeah.
I'm trying to find my shorty that I'm messing with in the strip. And I'm like, oh, let me get out of here. So, aside from that, Joe G.
Aside from that, G. I mean, that's the wildest. That's the wildest. You know what
I mean, you know, there's so much shit that really happened in the strip.
Yeah, facts. But talking about scene wise,
yeah,
not done, you know what I'm saying? Talking about scene wise.
Yeah, we just leave it at that.
Yeah,
we gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Wildest shit.
Yeah, just leave that shit at that.
Wildest shit I done seen, G. 18 years old, bro. First strip club I went to. Shorty was in that jump. Matter of fact, it was me and Vic took me to that jump. You know what I'm saying? Went to that jump. It was like Shorty was probably like 40-something years old. Laid back on the counter, drink like this. We sitting on the couch. She sitting down. She raised her legs up. Poof. Shorty popped the confetti out that jump. I have never in my life.
What the fuck is poof?
Poof is the confetti, G. Like when she laid back, open legs, like, like confetti, like,
right.
Congratulations. Poof.
Right.
She said, poof, and that jump said,
you mean the little popping joints that you pull in the jump?
It came out the jump. So when she
How'd she do
that? I don't know. Listen, at that time, I'm 18, bro. Mind you, you know, a lot of times you don't see grown women like this at 18. Like you fret, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't go to no strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? Until you're 18. Right. So when I seen this shit, I said, dog, what the fuck am I? Like, what the hell is this? Like, how did you do that? I wanted to ask her, how did you do that?
Right.
I was more curious than anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how you fucking do that shit? That's what she did. Me and Vic look at each other, start laughing like shit, bro. And she started just dancing. Woo. I'm like, damn, cuz, like she really just went crazy like that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, look, if Vic was right, I can ask him right there. He'll tell you what's the wildest shit you see in the strip club. He gonna say the confetti, Joe. He gonna start laughing like shit, bro. I'm trying to tell you, fool. That shit was wild. I've never seen. To this day, I'm still thinking like, how did you time that? Like, how did you set that up as an object? You know what I'm saying? How did you set that up inside of you, like, for when your legs go up? I thought it was our birthdays or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to, that was, hey, look, hey, I have never, no female has ever topped that. I'm trying to tell you, that was like, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. You here, you feel me? Like, I'm like, damn, cuz. I'm so serious, bro.
Hey, G, what in the fuck is going on?
I'm trying to tell you. I get Vic on. Should we get Vic on the line and say the same shit? No, okay, I'm about to say it. I'm trying to tell you, say the same shit, bro. He's going to say the same thing. Like, bro, the wildest shit. I've never seen nothing like that ever.
What the fuck?
When she laid back, legs came up. Man, she's not touching nothing.
Right.
She just sat down on the little thing, looked around, legs said, oh, that joke said, poof. And me and Vic like this. Oh,
I gotta drink it.
Yeah, we gotta drink it.
She's showing off. She's showing off, God.
Whoever you are, that was like.
He's showing off.
What was that? That was what's one? Oh, this one. That was like, when was that? That was years ago. It was like, what was that? It was over like 7-8 years ago. So
okay, well let me ask you something, dude. What's the wildest encounter you ever had with it? No, at the strip club. Sorry,
at the strip club.
Yeah,
like inside the strip
club?
Like
bars with a female.
Who else is gonna be with me?
No, I mean, nah. So I thought about it. I was like,
yeah,
no. But I mean, like, not just like the wildest encounter like in the strip club, but I mean, what's the wildest encounter you ever had with a stripper, a dancer? There you go.
Like,
what's the wildest encounter you ever had with a dancer?
Like anything?
Yeah. It could have been like, what's the word, like altercation wise, like, you know what I'm saying? Like hostility wise, like.
Oh my God. We was in the club and then, shawty dancing and shit. So, she dancing, you want to top the booty real quick to get her attention and shit. And then as I top the booty, I'm going in my pocket.
Top the booty.
Get the ones out the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Top the booty. As I'm getting the ones out the pocket, shawty turned around and said, "Don't fucking touch me. You ain't got no money." I said, "Hold the fuck up." Hey, look, I look at my man. I'm like, G. I said, "Who the fuck she talking to, G?" She said, "You broke. You ain't got no money." I'm like, shawty, did you not just see me? Do you not see this lump in my pocket? Like, okay, cool. So I said, all right, go ahead about this shit. Go ahead. She still, I'm like, all right, I'm not paying no mind. G like, bro, don't even worry about it. I'm like, shawty, I'm not. I said, okay, I can be broke to you.
Was we at an upscale joint or we was at like a little
normal chill joint that we be at? You know what I'm saying? I was like, why are you acting like this? Like, come on, bro. I'm like, you had a bad night, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I did was a pop to get your attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right, get the cheese.
So we laid back on the wall. I just ignoring him. I'm not arguing no female, bro. She said, yeah, she's still talking shit. You ain't gonna do nothing after them niggas in here. I'm like, what are you talking about, G? Like, what is she talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about, G? You ain't got no money. I'm like, all right. So that's what I did. So she was on the stage and she had a little friend on the stage. Pulled out the ones. Had a good time with her friend. You know what I'm saying? Showed her. I got a couple of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But not for you. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, she got mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what?
Well, she got mad at you because you was trying to get her attention. To give her some cheese.
Right.
And she was pissed.
Pissed about what though? Because I said,
I don't know why they be acting like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you at a certain club, that's one thing that I don't understand. If you at a certain club, like, do you expect niggas to throw like 1,000 on you, like, as soon as, like, every nigga you encounter?
That's a good question. So if you a dancer right now, if y'all can please comment down below. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna check the comments, bro. Do y'all expect that? Like, depends on the club though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the club, depends on the hype of the club.
So all right, let's name a hype club. Not hype up. You got
stadium has always been hype.
Okay, stadium
to the rappers. They will expect, due to artists.
They will expect.
They expect you. I believe that they expect you to throw cheese at you.
They want you to have that cheese,
especially if they walking by and you grab them by, you know what I'm saying, get their attention.
Yeah,
I feel like they expect you to throw that cheese for sure.
All right, so what about the middle Jones? We're not gonna say middle class. We're gonna say like the ones that don't be having a bunch of artists that they got their own type of style and how they move with their club.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not like more like a party and hip hop type of club all the time. I say the mid Jones at least about $200.
The mid. Well, I mean,
I say about $100 to $200 per person.
Right.
Per person.
Right. And then the hole in the wall joints, they just gonna take.
They're gonna take whatever. They're gonna take whatever.
You know
they will take $5 for 15 minutes. They will take whatever.
But at the same time, though, a shorty could just be fucking with you at that point. That she just like, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just dance with the nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all vibe and everything chill. You know what I'm saying? So it could be like that too. Especially if it's like, you know what I'm saying, a low end joint or even a high end joint. I think it's all in the shorty's vibe. Like, of course, they all got the purpose to be there to make money because that's why they there for sure.
Right.
But they also had the option just to fuck with you, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
So not all of them, like, you know what I'm saying, require you to throw that cheese, but when you think you just too bad for your own good, like, come on,
that's the frown point. Like, that's the frown point.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I put it like this though: if you a shorty that you think you real bad, you got all that potential. Why are you at a low class club? Go to Atlanta, go to Magic City, go to Booby Trap where they really getting money. Like, they niggas is spending $20,000-$30,000 a night. You know what I'm saying? Why stay up here? It's no purpose. You know what I'm saying? And then you get mad when somebody like us only give you like $30-$40. You mad. Like, you make $40 in 5 minutes. Do the math. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you do that 10 times, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not even,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the purpose? You get mad. You know what I'm saying? But that's not every You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
not
that's not
every.
every- no, no,
That's
no,
not
no,
every
never
spot
done.
though,
Yeah.
G. But you got some women in there that's literally like they all about that dollar. They don't even want to talk to you. They don't want to hear your name. They gonna
Right.
just dance. You tip. Once you done tipping, they are moving from.
I mean, which is the purpose of the strip club?
facts,
Also,
though. Facts. But we also like, you know what I'm saying, be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you know what I'm saying. Vibe with the person. You know what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have to sit there and go all out.
Nah,
with them
but
for sure. But I mean, shit, as far as the encounters that I've had, like I've never had an encounter where a female or a dancer would be like, you broke or you not doing, like, you don't got no money, whoopty whoop. I've never had that encounter before. So,
but that was my first time too, though.
right. But I've never had that happen to me before. Like, I
So
don't know.
what encounter you ever had, G? Like anything, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes.
It's been a couple encounters for real, man. I ain't even gonna lie. It's been a couple encounters, but one that stood out the most, G, that stood out the most to me is when I was messing with a shorty. Of course, you know I'm not gonna say the name of
Of
it.
course not.
But I
Of
was
course
messing
not.
with one shorty, and it was just mainly a hookup thing, nothing more to it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like an inside the strip hookup thing. It was the outside thing. You know what I'm saying? Hooked up with her outside of the club, et cetera, et cetera. We did what we did. Okay, everything cool. Now, one thing that I don't fuck with is if you lie on my name. You know what I'm saying? As far as like don't lie on me. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I can't stand that shit. You know what I'm saying? What's your purpose of lying? You're not gonna get nowhere with that, right?
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So let me finish. So I had the encounter with the little shorty. We did what we did. Okay, everything cool. Now, when I went to go, I think it was like months later. Oh, my bad. I think it was like months later. I started messing with another shorty, and we was messing with each other. You know what I'm saying? And I had received a message one time. It was like a video, right? So the video had showed the shorty that I was fucking with, you know what I'm saying, months later. I was fucking with her, but in the video had the other shorty that I had the encounter with back then, boom, in the same video. So I'm looking at the video, I'm like, I realized I rewinded the joint like 4 times to make sure it's the same girl. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, nah, this the same shorty. So I'm like, okay, cool. So aside from that, I'm messing with the shorty, so I go ahead and tell her. I'm like, yeah, love, you know what I'm saying, little shorty that's in your video, I had a little encounter with her, whoopie whoop, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you gonna take that, because you know how females be when they friends with the friends, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be like they, you know what I'm saying, on their sloppy seconds, whoopie whoop, whoop, even though it was nothing to that, you know what I'm saying, that nature with the other shorty. So, but we did what we did, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Okay. So the other shorty, so she tells the one shorty, she goes in there and I'm like, look, you can just go ahead and ask her and tell her exactly what happened. I told the shorty that I was messing with at that time, what me and the old shorty had did. Okay, cool.
You trying to tell her to keep everything 100 because you know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for me to lie. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
I'm telling you everything straight up, so that way we can just have everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? So after I tell this shorty, you know what I'm saying, the joint that I was fucking with, after I tell her what's going on, she's like, okay, cool. So we talked about it. She over the situation. But she said she was still going to ask her. I'm like, okay, cool. As long as we over the situation, you ask her. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. So I was at work and I received a call. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, what's going on? She said, boom. You fucking liar, whoopie whoop, you lying and this and that. I'm like, what you talking about? She like, yeah, I asked shorty about you, whoopie whoop, and she said this and that, and that y'all did, and she said that we ended up, that we was fucking. Holy shorty. I'm like, ho. I'm like, first off, I just told you everything I had to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, laid it out on the table for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She like, yeah, y'all said y'all was fucking and shit. I'm like, look, first off, nah, calm down. Like, it ain't nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we ain't even do none of that. You know what I'm saying? She like, oh, well, why she just gonna sit there and lie? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe you should ask her, right? So at this point, I was fucking with the shorty jaw heavy. So I'm like, oh, well, nah, I'm not going like that. But and then I'm also like, oh, shorty jaw like just lied on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, I gotta blitz this. So I called you. Remember?
Yep.
I called you that night. I'm like, gee, we gotta pull up to the club with you, woo, resolve this issue. You know what I'm saying? Because shorty real life lying on my name. She like, what'd you say, G? You said, I think you said, what the fuck did you say?
Someone was on the phone. Was on the phone or before we left?
Nah. When I had called you and told you, would you woo? Because you was like, I think you said, gee, what? Do we gotta go up there today, or do we gotta go up there? I forgot.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying,
right? So it was something like that, right? So I'm like, yeah, G, because not only you know what I'm saying, am I messing with the shorty, but she just lied on my name. I ain't really feeling that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Lied about some crazy shit.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we pull up to the joint, and they right there. So I confront the shorty. So I pull up on the whoopty whoop. I say what I gotta say. I said, so you sitting here lying? Shorty got up and stormed off. I'm like, oh, nah. So the shorty that I was messing with, right? I tell her, I'm like, look, you see what I'm saying? Like, why is she doing all this? She's sitting over here walking away. She lying. She causing a scene. All I did was come up here and just address the situation. It was
right.
I'm not trying to make a big scene. I'm not trying to do all this. You know what I'm saying? So it's you walking around the whole joint, woody woo, walking around. I'm like, oh. I'm like, yeah, so what you lying for? She like, nah, move, get the fuck, woody woo, all this other shit. I'm like, oh. Here she go. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you just be straight up? You know what I'm saying?
I'm standing
like,
right there like,
yeah, this nigga standing right there and shit. It's so much going on, but it's not really being noticed, but it's noticed. Right. So then that's when it was just a whole bunch of just words being exchanged, et cetera, and then you know what I'm saying? All this shit had got resolved, but just the fact that was probably the wildest encounter I've ever had, that a shorty real life lied on my name, talking about, you know what I'm saying, that we did what we did, and it was just like, yeah, like it was just, and then you just tell the other shorty a whole lie. Like, I'm like, damn, cool. Like, that was probably the wildest encounter I've ever had. Like,
it's actually probably one of the funniest shits I've ever heard.
It wasn't even funny because it blew me.
It's funny because, like, you know, they say it was A to Z happen. Yeah. But only A happened.
Right. And I was just like, well, I don't really understand why she's sitting here lying. That's what really threw me. I was like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But far as this the wildest encounter, that's probably the wildest encounter I've ever had, that a shorty had lied on my name, talking about we fucked. And we didn't even do none of that. And I was like, damn. Like, that's what we on, cuz. Like,
I like say I don't remember shorties lying, like saying that y'all did something.
You know what I'm saying?
That's more so for like Chris Brown on them wild ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
that's some other, you know what I'm saying? That's like, some off the wall shit.
So I'm like, what? I said that's crazy. You know,
man, that was the wildest shit I've ever had.
It was wild because we went up there for one thing, like literally.
Yeah.
One thing only. We in that joint. Everybody like, yo, what's good with y'all? What's up? I'm also like,
it's more so like one of the mission things.
Yeah, it was. I posted up on the corner sitting. I'm like, all right, I know if he about to get hot headed, I got, hey, bro, chill out. Don't even, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. That's all we was there for, and that was it.
Oh, that shit. That shit's still crazy, man.
It is crazy.
Because that shit is still out of pocket. I don't know what's wrong with that. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
No, facts. That's some wild shit though.
Hell yeah.
That's really like what do y'all call that, G? What do you call that shit? Like, it's something for that, cuz.
Yeah.
Geeking?
I don't know.
It's like, what's up?
Look, I'm gonna tell you, crazy though. I seen her later on, like probably like I want to say like a year later. Seen her at another strip, and we went to now you wasn't with me at the time. It was just me and Leah. It was me and Lee, and I had seen her at the strip, and it wasn't like none of that hostile shit. It wasn't nothing. Everything was chill. it was just like, oh. Like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, yeah, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna have no hostility against you or nothing. Nah, ain't none of that. But it was like nothing that ever happened. And I was like, oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, shorty just chilling. I'm like, the fuck, you just couldn't be honest at the first, you know what I'm saying? The first time. But fuck it. It is what it is.
Oh, yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah,
I mean, what more can you do after that?
You know what I'm saying? It's the strip.
It's just strip. It's strip. But we gotta let them know too, though. The strip club is not. The dances are not gunners. They're not hoes. They're not none of that.
It ain't.
A lot of people think that. Actually, they really every dancer is cool as shit. They have a real lot of personalities, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're cool to talk to. You know what I'm saying? They have a conversation with. So when y'all go to these strip clubs, but don't treat them like.
I'm trying to make it seem like.
Yeah, don't treat them like they some type of hoe. Because at the end of the day, they really ain't. They hustling. You know what I'm saying? And
For sure.
They cool people. So if you treat them like people instead of like strippers, whatever y'all want to call them, we call them dancers. But if you treat them like that, they're gonna treat you like a dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? But if you treat them with respect, they have a conversation with you, and they won't even be tripping about every dollar spent. You know what I'm saying? They go just appreciate, like, all right, appreciate you. Know what I'm saying? See you next time. Mm-hmm. Especially if you going in, if you treat them like they trash, bro. Why would you continue to go there? Because when you go there, they're gonna tell, hey girl, don't fuck with him. Hey girl, don't fuck with him. And then when you go in that motherfucker, if you ain't throwing no cheese, that's what they're gonna do. They ain't gonna talk to you.
Yeah, they ain't
exactly. They ain't gonna say nothing to your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell. So
just treat them with respect, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause they actually doing you a favor. You feel me? For real, they doing you a favor. Them late nights, you like 10 o'clock. Man, I ain't about to go to the strip club. I'm about to go see some dances, get a little drink or something going. You know what I'm saying? Fantasize to get fantasies and shit. Get all types of women in that junk.
Yeah. Not a strip definitely a good encounter, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, strip.
We just getting started though, man. We just getting started. It's definitely gonna go up. Man.
Hey, look, whole time. I'm gonna speak on this real quick. Strip club saved my life, G. Yeah, it's a crazy story. How's that? So back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship. And
sentimental.
Go
ahead.
So I was in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, and Shorty just like, you know what I'm saying, left me. You know what I'm saying? We kept getting into it and she left me, you know what I'm saying? I really was fucking with her back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I was fucking with her. This years ago. It's like years ago. Mm-hmm. So I was like hurt. Sitting in the room, hurt like shit. Like, man, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Went to the strip club, right? Mind you, I'm like 18. Bro, I went to the strip club. Since I was already going there, one of the ladies was like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. She's like, nah, you ain't. Sit down. So we sat down and shit. We had a conversation for an hour and a half about my situation, bro. She didn't ask for no money. Yeah. She didn't ask for nothing. Yeah. But just the principle of her already knowing me and I was chilling and shit. Yeah. Bro, she had a conversation. She helped me out. Like real live, bro. That's why I was like, gee, they are not just strippers, bro. They real live people. You know what I'm saying?
They still regular people for sure.
I'm like,
for sure,
man. I was like, it saved me because I was in the room. I was like mad as shit. You know what I'm saying? On some wild shit. And I was going to the strip club. This on some real shit. I was going to the strip club on the Wednesdays, Thursdays. Now y'all know if anybody go to the strip club on a Wednesday,
if you go to the strip club on a weekday, it's already. Cut that shit,
you know what I'm saying? If you go on a weekday, cause it's crazy.
Hell
but
yeah.
The fact that she sat there and had like a full blown conversation with me, G, was wild. So I'm looking y'all directly, like literally. There's nothing wrong with talking to a dancer, like having a conversation, because they will help you the fuck out.
Yeah,
straight like that. It helped my situation. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, of course, we don't want to see beautiful, grown, black, beautiful women. Come on now. At any day of the night, like any time, like something going wrong, your light building went out, your lights cut out, go to the strip club. The girl left you.
The girl left you.
Go to the strip club.
You go ahead, Jake. Go ahead, girl.
Your paycheck a little short. Go to the strip club.
Go to the strip club. Your paycheck short. If your paycheck short.
Use that
Don't pull up. Do not pull up to the strip.
Man, look, you better use that. What you gonna do? Sit in the house with a short paycheck?
Gee, you might as well. The fuck, your shit already short.
Look, paycheck a little short.
Don't listen to this nigga. Do not go to the strip club. You know what I'm saying? Because them dancers gonna drain your pockets even more, G.
That's why you can't go to the new ones. You gotta go to the ones you've been going to.
Do you not go to the strip club? Do not take this nigga advice, cuz. Please don't take his advice.
All right, so would y'all rather sit in a room hurt by a female in a dark Everybody been through this. Don't even cap. Everybody got hurt before. You sit in a lonely ass dark room by yourself. You can't eat.
False. I ain't never been in a dark room. Now he's showing off.
Okay, I was hurt to the point. I sat in my room quiet as shit. Quiet.
Right.
But
you was probably thinking like shit.
What the fuck going on? Right. You know what I'm saying? My mind discombobulated and shit. So it was like, Strip Club helped me.
Let me tell you something, G. I'm not going to disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's because, you know what I'm saying? The strip is a strip.
Right.
But if that helped you out, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, do your thing. If that helped you out, okay, cool. Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna lie about it.
Yeah. Okay, if it did. But I'm not gonna sit in no fucking dark room.
G.
I'm not on that.
You ain't never been hurt before, G.
Nah, I have.
Because
once you get hurt that one time.
That was like my first hurt though. Like I ain't know what to do.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Once you get hurt that first time, it ain't really no. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really. I feel like you can get hurt again, but you got your guard up way harder than what you had before.
Fact, but you still can get hurt.
Correct. You can get hurt for sure.
Most definitely can.
For sure. But don't sit out there and jump in them relationships either, though.
No, but that was a relationship that was solidified. You know what I'm saying? On some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a joint, basically the dance that helped me out. You know what I'm saying, and everything like that. But look though, man. Hey, listen. I hope y'all really, really, really enjoyed the first podcast.
You know what I'm saying? We just get started.
That's the first jump. Listen, that's the first one, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow the Instagram at TheStrip X.
Oh, before we go, G, one more thing.
What's going on?
Tell them about how the shorty and the Tesla had you pissed.
Oh, had you pissed? Hold on. All right, you gotta run it real quick.
Right, quick.
All right, run the story real quick.
No, you remember more than I do.
All right. So boom. We cut the story short. We can finish it up in another podcast. So look, check this out. So we was at the club, right? Boom. We drunk. We leaving out the junk.
He's drunk.
No, he's drunk. We leaving out the junk. I got my homie up with his security guard. I see this joker over here, the Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Talking to a shorty. Shorty's in the passenger seat. All right. So shorty says, I can hear it. Oh, he drive a Tesla. Mind you, I look to the other side. Her boyfriend is talking to a whole nother person.
Time out. We don't even know if that's her boyfriend, but go ahead.
But he was driving.
Okay.
So this joker here. I don't give a fuck. I said, oh, G, come on, boom, grab. I said, let's slide. So, mind you, he hyped since about that shit. He talking about, I don't care if you drive a Tesla. You know what I drive? He yelling at me in the car, telling, I'm like, all right, G, we got this thing, we got it. So then we come to the point of, what was it? We was about to hit the strip.
Yeah, we was about to hit the strip. Because we was already at a strip, but it was a strip, but it wasn't like a strip. It was like a
little bar type.
Yeah, it was like one of the bar joints, but they definitely got the dances and shit in it. So it wasn't considered what we call the strip. Right. But you know what I'm saying, with something like that.
Quick little lounge jump.
Right, with the dances.
So as I'm driving and shit, you know what I'm saying? As I'm driving, he talking about something. Gee, if you ain't got your 1,000, I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you, no. If you ain't got your stack.
Tomorrow, I'm not fucking with you.
We go to the strip club, cause I'm gonna have my stack.
Because we was going to the strip that next day too.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was
gonna be like a back-to-back joint. So we stepped out that Friday, then that Saturday we was stepping to the joint.
And this nigga was hype, cause when she said that,
it threw me off because I was like, damn, like this shorty real life a materialistic shorty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, I can't really remember, but it was just like, I guess she said that he drives a Tesla or something.
It just threw you off. It's basically
it
like
threw me off so much because I was like, what? Like, it threw me off so much because it just blew me. It just threw me, G. And I was just like, there's no way she just sat there and said, he drives a Tesla. Like, that makes this nigga any different than me.
Right.
So I was just like, all right. But I'm going to tell you what it was. What made me go and talk to the shorty is when the females do the locking of the eyes thing. Like, if I lock eyes with you or she lock eyes with me, I don't know. I feel like that's a green light. You know what I'm saying? If it's for a certain period of time, and then once the smile come about, I feel like it's over.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to go in for the kill. You can't just sit there and not, you know what I'm saying, move in on that. I feel like you have to make something happen on that.
I agree with that, but I'm saying, why would she do that if she had somebody right there say she drive a Tesla. But they are crazy. I
I'm about
understand
to
they
say,
do that.
G,
But I'm
come
saying
on,
is,
G. You know how the
much
females
how
are,
much
even when they got
hostility that
dudes.
is, though, G. That's like, Shorty was, the dude was standing outside the car talking to his homie. She's in the passenger seat talking to him. I see it.
But you don't even know if that's her nigga, though.
It don't, but why she say he drive a Tesla?
I don't know.
She came out
But all I'm saying is, in order for me to move on that, it had to be that the locking of the eyes. We still trying to figure out to this day on how that even went on. But I'm telling them it had to be the locking of the eyes.
You know what? This for the next podcast, right? This the next jump. Why give the next? Y'all gotta make sure y'all tune to the next one for this one. Why give the number when you're not gonna text?
Oh yeah.
That's the next. That's the next one.
Yeah.
Next
that's
joke is why give up the phone number
Give so
when
much
you're not
play.
going to hit the line
Right.
or respond back. Hey, listen, man. Check
Even if you don't spend no cheese and y'all just vibing
and they just
like that.
key the number talking to you for 2 hours.
Look, man, but that's for the strip, man. That's it for the strip today, man.
Man, listen,
that's content next time gonna
Hey,
get hit.
next one about to go
yeah.
crazy. You hear me? But man, look, make sure y'all follow the Instagram, man. Like I said, the Instagram is TheStrip X, man.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We got the strip going. Oh, we got the strip going.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna have another hoodie
or t-shirt
on the next podcast.
Absolutely.
You know
and if you want to, like I said, if you want to be a special guest on the podcast, club owner, dancing, anything, come on the podcast. We most definitely will get you a hoodie or a t-shirt. It's gonna be this one or the new joint we got coming out. So if y'all want to see it, make sure y'all stay tuned on the YouTube and Instagram, man. That's simply it.
For sure. We definitely gonna have some, you know what I'm saying? We got things in the works. So
most definitely.
If we ain't posting nothing in the minutes because we working.
We working.
For sure. We working.
So you know what I'm saying? And look, we coming to a city near you. But other than that, hey, TheStrip, we out. You dig?